Back Wanderer. Okay, I am Artist Poet. You are here on the Artist Poet channel. Today it's Minecraft. It is 9 July 2025, approximately 11 a.m. California time. And we have a free Superman Minecraft in a couple days. So let's go to the market, the store, available now. Ready to reel in an aquatic upgrade. The aquaculture add-on makes a splash. 60 new fish and underwater creatures, unique habitats, tasty cooking tricks, and rare gear to discover. Oh, that's kind of cool. I love fishing. Fortunately, I neither have the tokens nor the cash. Believe it or not, I don't spend on video games as much as I used to because it's just, yeah, after they changed a lot about the uh, ownership or stewardship or licensing, basically licensing. After they changed a lot about the licensing on digital content, I basically have been like, nah, we're good. So yeah, that's a pretty good add-on. 990 tokens. Why is that different down here? Mob blocks. Okay. So apparently there's supposed to be some kind of Superman thing. Here we go. New. Ooh. Ninjas. Hermitcraft Season 8 map. Aw. Sweet. Don't really care. Sorry. I don't know. I play games. I think I play games a little bit differently than most people would want to. When I was in college, a freshman in college, there was some extended friends. When I say extended friends, that means these are friends of family that I'm not direct friends with, or they're friends of friends I'm not direct friends with, so extended friends. One of them used to tease me all the time, call me Superman, and I'm like, I'm not Superman. You know, I'm afraid to fly. At the time, I was pretty much afraid to fly. I didn't like getting in airplanes. Nowadays, the prospect of driving 8 hours down the coast in the middle of summer is so less preferable than actually taking a chance on a tin can. So I don't know. I had a playlist that was all Superman themed, like Billy Olsen's Blues, Kryptonite, the song Superman, and then of course a couple of themes from the movies. And I play it once in a while when I used to play PvP and Destiny because I got called Superman once again while playing a round of Iron Maiden. I'm thinking about Iron Maiden right now for some reason. Iron Banner in Destiny. Yeah, I didn't do anything special. It's just I got in the way of somebody else's bullet, and yeah, my character basically took a bunch of bullets for the team, but they were able to secure the win. And when I say they, I mean the two other people, because Trials of Osiris is 3v3. Which I think, honestly, if there were 3v3 matches in GBO2, we'd probably get faster lobbies. I would totally be good with that. There's also a chance for duels, but they only show up in the matchmaking process, and they're very infrequent. They're not rare, they're just infrequent. And honestly, I wouldn't have a problem doing a duel. It's just I get self-conscious in a 1v1 unless I can actually see and talk with my opponent. Because that's part of my strategy and my tactics, you know. And I know it's a lot of five rings thing going on in here, but it's true because I want my opponents to understand I am here to enjoy myself and to provide an entertaining experience for all of us. This is a partnership. Anytime you sit down to play, it's a team effort, not just you and your team, but you, your team, and the opponent. It's all got to work together. Otherwise, it's kind of like you can't have an argument with just one person. I mean, technically, yes. Thematically, yes, you could probably have an argument with one person. You could talk with yourself. You could argue with yourself. But then again, you're still splitting the ideation between the two of them. I mean, you're still splitting, you know, the parts of the argument. You have a part A and a part B, um, and you cannot have an argument just like yourself. And that's called a monologue or rhetoric. You know, you can have all the rhetoric in the world, and I don't want to play a rhetorical game. I want to play an argument game. I want to play a discourse. I want to play something that is going to be, you know, looked back upon. It's like, oh yeah, we learned something from there, that kind of thing. So I don't know who I want to pick. Lois Lane, Hawk Girl. I like Hawk Girl. I like the character of Hawk Girl. I'm a big Bird fan. Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific. My miles will go with the Eponymous Pack. Let's do it. Oh, it's locked. Why is it locked? Skin up like true Superman hero with free Superman skin pack. Pick your favorite from the five skins. Okay. Oh, I see. You get all of them. Oh, cool. Yay. Okay, well, they're in there now. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video today is to go hunting for geodes. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to make a creative copy of the game world. That's right. That's what we're going to do because that's the way I want to. Boom, I almost deleted it. Subconsciously, I want to get away from Minecraft because I want to do what I could do in Minecraft at the tabletop with cards, dice, character sheets, pens, pencils, tokens, and a map of my own. There is a Minecraft card game, has a question mark on it, and it is actually pretty fun. I have created some solo rules wherein you are trying, wherein you get a fixed number of cards, and you have to craft as many tools, as many items as possible with just those cards. And it is random. There's a lot of chance involved in it. It is not as bad as Candyland, which Candyland is randomized, but it's also predetermined. It's fatalism, it's determinism. Uh, Board games are a form of philosophy for me. I did not know this until I got much older and was actually starting to look casually into philosophy, like the Aristotles and the Platos and the Socrates and the Diogenes and the Epicureans, the Stoics and the Cynics, and it's like there really are. You could a game's main theme can actually be positioned into a form of philosophical thought. And I did not know this until my daughter started dating one, but there are mathematic philosophers. They're not like they don't like talk about Aristotle or anybody. They're talking about the philosophy of mathematics or something like that. Whatever. So we have a duplicate. I'm going to go ahead and rename this as Pineberg Geo Farm. Geodes. There we go. That way I know this is what I'm doing in this one. And we're going to make it into a creative world. Leave it on normal. Yeah, I know. But yeah, don't be afraid to make a creative copy of your world and use that as a way to test out builds, theories, and things like that. Why is it not showing that I have... There we go. Playing Raid Shadow in the sidebar. In the side ground. I don't have a bar. That would imply... Well, I do have a second monitor, but it's not linked. So there's no way for me to show it to you guys. Although that'd be kind of fun to figure out. Hey, my world, what's up, man? Okay, so we're going to play this creative world. And the whole idea is to locate a geode. Now, locating the geode in the game on the creative world, that's only half the fun. The best fun is going back into your survival mode world and then going out there and getting it. And that's part of the game. I mean, it's kind of like when you, a lot of the, I want to say, post-Critical Role D&D community or role-playing game community would often say that play begins when you start reading the rules, when you start reading the book, and then play continues once you're able to. Oh, see, I was set up to do a map quest. We were exploring the world. I saw on a YouTube and read in a comment that you should be able to attract a ghast with a snowball so that you can ride them. But she's not even noticing me. Notice me! I need the ghast. Well, actually, I'm in creative mode, so there we go. Alright, so This is me testing out the idea that I'll be able to spot a geode from above. I'm not going to pull the. I'm going to pull this map down because I don't really need it. I'm going to put these back in here. Whoa, really? All right, so I'm thinking there's a cheat poet. Yeah, well, I don't know if cheating for me is using third party items. You know, actually breaking the code and with third party software or exploitables that are outside of the game. This is an in game exploitable, so it's an exploit. We want to be semantic and technical, but I'm not defending my position. Yeah, this is kind of cheating. A lot of times I only do this when I've gotten to a point in the world where now it's just picking up incidentals, like geodes for crystals so I can make a spyglass. Uh, or, wanting to go ahead and see, you know, because you have so many limited resources. And this is a sprawl. This map is so far the fuck away from the origin. As you can see right there, this is a level 4 map. I'm at 8,881, and origin, as I recorded, it was negative 53771 1. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover. And as a single player on a map, which is what I like, yeah, I'll go for it. I'll make a creative copy. But I mean, even so, playing it like I would be in survival. I really want to see, is this actually really even that fast? I don't know. I think I'm faster on foot. Yeah, I know. I can drag them along. As long as the lead doesn't break. Maybe they've got like a speed up. Oh, we hit something. Oh, look, there's a mine shaft. That's kind of cool. So yeah, the actual getting down and exploring stuff, I will play in survival, a normal mode. Um, and but if I'm just chilling at the village or I'm planning to like scout out locations to actually go and adventuring in, this would be kind of like in this role, I'm playing that dude that's going to post the call to adventure banner or poster on the tavern wall. That's kind of what my role play in my head is right now. Is that I'm the guild master or the uh, guild serf who's been tasked with going out and finding shit for the heroes to take on, and then the heroes go out there. I mean, when you play an RPG, an actual tabletop RPG, the trope is you start in a tavern or you walk into a town and there's a billboard with all these. And I'm saying billboard in the traditional sense. It's actually that's what a call for help is, or an advertisement for an event is. It's called a bill, and you post it onto this board. That's where we get the term billboard from. And then later on, it became just a means of advertising or campaigning um, for things. But anyway, so you walk into town. There's a billboard, and you pick up the first notice on the board. Wait, what is that out there? That's the other thing you don't see when you're in creative, because when you're in full creative mode and you're flying around, little dots like that go kind of unnoticed. That is curious. All right, so these are a couple of spots here that might have geodes. That would probably be good because we got lava, we've got a hill, we're near some water, we've got some sand. That's why it's called hunting, because hunting would imply that you have clues about where you're being, and then of course this location there. So we're probably going to be heading out to this way for the actual track. I don't know, maybe we get lucky and there's a geode exposed on the surface up here. They can spawn above ground. So yeah, whoever that was that I watched on YouTube that said these are about as fast as a horse is a very slow horse perhaps. But the advantage is that you can go up, up, up. Yeah, you can get elevation on the X, but you have to have something different for the descent. Okay, so we got creepers in here. There's emerald. That's kind of nice. Lots of emerald. Oh, well, I say lots of emerald because I'm still talking from the pre-Bedrock era PlayStation 4 Java, where a lot was more than one an emerald, especially wild emerald that you didn't need to you know coerce coerce a villager out. There's three locations, and there are spiders, of course, and creepers. This is going to be a fun challenge. Definitely going to, yeah, I think this. Oh, wait, I have been here. Pretty sure I've been here before. Why don't I have it on my map? Oh, I know why, because uh, I don't think I had a map in hand at the time, because I was using the compasses, the lodestone compass. All right, so nothing actually in the rock face that would suggest geode. There's some andesite. Or is that diorite? Diorite's the gray speckled one. Andesite, I think, is the gray smooth one. Or I'm talking in terms of pattern, not texture, obviously. I do like the vibrant visuals. Hold on, I've had to go with simple trees and effects because the fancy stuff seemed to drop my frame rates pretty badly. And when you're sword to sword with something, you don't want to be skipping frame rates. Oh my, that's a tongue twister. It's kind of nice. It's just pretty to just kind of cloud around. Haha, there you go. We're clouding around because, yeah, we're floating on a cloud, basically. I do think it's good they didn't give Happy Gas the ability to throw fireballs because that could have been some serious. I mean, already you could have sky battles. I'm going to butcher the word, but it's the Hindu text, the Maharaja. Oh, damn it. I don't do these things with even notes anymore, so it's like, you can tell this is unscripted. But yeah, they talked about, energy beams and flying saucers, basically. That is cool. That looks like it was a massive impact. One of the RPs that I do in this game when I'm playing solo, especially, is that I'm either a castaway from a spaceship trying to make my way through an alien world and thinking that the end is going to be my escape to the back to outer space, but it really isn't. Um, okay, that's interesting. Okay, lots of drowned. It's getting nighttime. That's kind of pretty. All right. Well, I think basically at this point it's just being. Oh, whoa! There we go. Definitely want to check out that. It's a lot on the north on this map here. Oh, cool! There's a jungle. I haven't been in a jungle biome in a while either. Hello, adventurers. Northwest of where this village lies, there is a massive jungle to explore. Perhaps you will find a temple inside, or maybe 3 hours of pure boredom. Anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and take a break here because work is calling, and I want to say thank you all for stopping by and hanging out, checking things out. Yeah, it's cheating, but it's a good spirited kind of cheating. As my in-laws would say, you're not really playing the game unless you start cheating. I'm like, no, no. As a solo player, no problems. I don't mind, exploiting here and there. But as a group gamer, meaning I have at least one other person I'm either playing with or in competition with, I want to have a fair game, and I will not cheat. I've had opportunities. I've had fire teams in lots of different, arena games that were like, "Hey, we can win this in about 30 seconds." I'm like, "Oh no, no, I know what you're talking about now. No, I will leave, and then you can do what you want." And I have left many matches in Destiny when when somebody on the mic makes a suggestion, and I'm like, no, I don't want any part of that. And it's not about the fact that I might get banned from the game when discovered, because dubs do discover that shit, believe it or not. Whether they act on it or not depends upon, I guess, your history or how egregious it really is. It's more just, just a thing for me, a vibe. Um, just like, be careful what you ask me, because I will give you a brutal truth, and then I'll follow it up with two more brutal than the first. So, anyway, until next time, be nice, play well, play your game the way you want, but don't forget, if you're playing with somebody else, no matter what that capacity is, it is a team effort, and make sure they are aware that you are there to have fun and to make it entertaining for everyone.